Everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Amy. I'm a college student. I go to Ryerson University in Toronto, Canada, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to work with brands as a small content creator with a small following, whether this is on Instagram or YouTube. You can even apply this to TikTok. I don't make TikToks personally, but you guys can definitely apply all of these strategies and tips. I actually started my YouTube channel back when I was in 8th grade, and then I took a break for a while, and then I started again last year. So I definitely had some experience working with brands myself. I know a lot of creators kind of gatekeep this information, and I don't think it should be something that is secret. I think everybody should know how to work with brands, and then that way we can all just learn and grow with each other. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video and you can take away some important information from it. If you do enjoy, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So I just want to start by saying that there is a huge misconception that you need like thousands, hundreds and thousands of followers to work with brands, and that is definitely not the case whatsoever. I personally have worked with several brands such as Zaful, Black Bow, Express, Gazoo, Tanceuticals, etc. Like so many different brands, and obviously I don't have that huge of a following, and I also have under 2,000 on Instagram. Keep that in mind. I definitely don't want you guys feeling like you can't work with certain brands or reach out to certain brands or ever have the opportunity to work with certain brands because you have a small following. Brands absolutely love micro-influencers. So basically a micro-influencer is any kind of influencer, creator, whatever that has a following between 1,000 and 10,000 followers. The reason that brands often prefer working with micro-influencers is because they tend to have a higher engagement rate, and they also typically charge less than you would going up to a huge influencer and asking them what their rates are. That being said, I really want to stress the importance of not focusing so much on your number of followers you have. Rather, you want to really focus on growing a community and a sense of belonging between your followers, which will overall boost your engagement rate, which is a huge thing that brands and companies look at when reaching out to certain influencers. Obviously, they're not going to work with a YouTuber that has 50,000 subscribers, but nobody watches their videos, nobody comments on their videos, they barely get any thumbs up. They don't have an engaged audience, so why would a company put a dollar value into their campaign and expect this influencer to ultimately get a kickback by their followers buying the product or checking out their website? If their followers aren't engaged in their content, it's just not going to work. So just a huge point, you also just want to have a professional profile. You want to come across very professional to brands. So whether this again is on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you want to have a very clean, polished look to your channel. So have a really good profile picture that easily and clearly represents your brand or who you are. They can see your face. It goes for Instagram more than YouTube, but you want to have like a very nice cohesive feed. I know this is like a huge thing of using presets to make all of your pictures look the same, or you could edit them the same, using the same kind of colors in your pictures, sticking to a particular niche, if that's lifestyle, if that's healthy eating, if that's fashion, if that's makeup, skincare. Obviously there's so many different niches. Even if you're just doing lifestyle, it's just important to have a really nice cohesive feed, because I know even personally, like I'll click on some people's Instagrams and be like, oh my god, their feed looks amazing, like, and I'm gonna go through and automatically I'm attracted and I'm drawn to their page. Like I said, with niches, you don't need like a super particular niche, because for example, like I would classify myself as like a college and lifestyle YouTuber, and within that super large niche opens so many doors to different collaborations and opportunities with brands. I could do a swimwear collaboration, a makeup collaboration, fashion collaboration, a school supplies collaboration, I could do a room decor collaboration, I could do a camera collaboration, I could, like, the opportunities really are endless. Don't think by placing yourself in a niche that you're not gonna have that many brands coming at you. Okay, so you're probably thinking, okay Amy, that's really great information, but how the heck do I even contact brands? How do I reach out to them? How do I get them to contact me? How does that work? Another common misconception is that a lot of people actually think that you have to like sit around and wait for the brand to reach out to you. Like you have to be like, oh, I'd really like to work with Zaful, but I'm just gonna sit here and wait until hopefully they contact me. You do not have to do that. Some of the brands that I have done have been the companies reaching out to me directly through my business email, but a lot of the other brand deals I have done have been from me simply pitching myself to the brand, contacting them on Instagram or email and pitching myself and really sharing what I can offer for the brand. And if they like you, they will respond and you get to work with them. I know a challenging factor can be that you don't know where to contact them, you don't know how to. So actually a lot of the contact email addresses are often on a brand's website. So basically you just scroll all the way down to the bottom and there'll be like a little contact us tab, like an email tab, and it might say like PR/collaboration/partnerships, and directly send your information and your pitch, all of that, to that email because you know it's specifically going to the correct department. Other websites have just like a general email, so it could be like hello@amyhislop.com. That is obviously like the very like general customer service email. So what I would say in that situation, it's the only email address that you can find. If you've been on their Instagram and there's nothing, you can even search people on LinkedIn. I do that a lot of time, like search up the company on LinkedIn, and you can often find somebody that works for the company either in like influencer relations, influencer outreach, PR, any of that stuff. You can easily find people on there and you can connect with them. Like I said, if you've done all those steps and you still just are stuck with this general email, what I would suggest doing is basically sending a short elevator pitch. What you want to do is just go through and be like, hi, my name is Amy, blah, blah, blah. I'm a college and lifestyle content creator from Toronto, Canada. I'd really like to work with X brand. I would love to share my ideas for a collaboration and send over my media kit. Is there a certain email address that you could share with me that I could send my information, or also ask them to forward your original email to the correct department? So they will obviously have like internal email addresses that they can just send it over to. So those are your options when you are stuck. Trust me, this works. Like, I have really done this so many times. I've just emailed like a general email and they've come back and be like, hey Amy, thanks so much for reaching out. Please contact PR@amyhislop.com. And I'm like, okay, thanks so much. Never feel defeated and never feel like you can't reach out, because there's always a way. Now, if you have an email address and you're ready to go, you're probably like, what the heck do I say in the email? I want to give a quick, brief summary about yourself. So, hi, my name's Amy. I'm a college and lifestyle content creator from Toronto, Canada. I would love to work with Zaful. Explain why. Like, you want to obviously set yourself apart. So if you've been wearing their clothes for so long, your audience and your demographic for your channel perfectly fits with their brand's target audience. That is going to be huge to the brand. So you definitely want to mention that. Basically, you just want to mention things in the email that will set you apart from other creators. Super popular brands are probably getting so many requests to do collaborations, so many emails and DMs from different influencers and content creators. So you really want to make yourself stand out and really get them to want to work with you over somebody else. Sometimes I like explaining why the collaboration would be mutually beneficial for both of us and just kind of going off of that. And it's also super important to include what you can offer. So I often say, like, I can do a YouTube video, or I can do a try-on haul, I can do a product integration, I can post pictures on my Instagram, I can do a Instagram story. Whatever you do, definitely mention that, because again, it's important for the brand to know. They'll definitely think about it when reading your email. So something else to include in an email, I briefly mentioned it before, but you want to include a media kit. Now, media kits can literally be your best friend. It is basically like an online digital portfolio, kind of like a resume for your online personal brand. You can super easily go and make yourself a media over on Canva. That is where I made mine. That is where so many other people that I know made theirs, over on Canva. There's so many templates already on there, so you basically can change the colors, but it's all set up for you, and then plug in your own personal information. You can also look up examples online. There's, again, so many templates, so many examples, so many resources out there, you guys. So important to include on a media kit is, again, similar to your email, you want to have a little about me section. So you could do like, Amy is a lifestyle and college content creator. She really hopes to inspire people to live their best life, blah, 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 like all of that stuff. She hopes to inspire people to feel their best self, all of that. Whatever you really are, whatever you embody, whatever values you hold throughout your channel, or whatever you hope to achieve by posting your content, definitely include that on your media kit, because again, that will make you stand out to brands. Also explain what kind of content you make and on what specific platform. So if you do Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and you have a blog, great, include all of that. If you just do YouTube, great, include that. It really doesn't matter, but definitely include the certain platforms that you are on. And you want to go deeper into that and start including some analytics from each platform. So this can include number of followers, engagement rate, your total weekly reach, and also demographics are really huge within brands. So if 50% of your demographic is women from the US, that is great, and a lot of brands look for those particular demographics, so you want to include that on your media kit. So for mine, I would have YouTube, and also always include your username. So I would have like YouTube, Amy Hislop, and then I would have like 10.7 subscribers, whatever my weekly reach is, and then like a couple of my top demographic audience groups. Obviously you can't include everything, so again, it's about including what you think is really going to make the brand choose you over somebody else. Also, a huge tip is to include some pictures of yourself so the brand can see if you kind of match up with what they're going for. You can also include a section on what past brands that you have worked with, and you can also include some examples of work that you have done with other brands so they can see what you kind of bring to the table and what you could produce for their brand. I also really like to put on my media kit what I can offer for the brand, so I often put dedicated YouTube video, product integration in YouTube video, in-feed Instagram post, story for Instagram, if you do IGTVs, if you do TikToks, if you do a blog, all of that, definitely include that so a brand can see what options they have and what kind of content you could produce for them. So super important that most people do forget is they forget to add their contact information. They just figure because you're sending them an email, they already have your email. If that media kit gets sent over to a different department or a different person within the company and they don't have your contact information, so important to have all of your contact information on there. I always put my business email and then again all of my social media usernames and links so they can easily go through them. A lot of people often think that they should put their rates on their media kit, and I would definitely advise you not to. A lot of times when you put your rates on your media kit, either people are like, no, too high, I don't want to work with her, or if they were willing to offer you more and say you have like $300 less than they were willing to offer, you're not going to get that extra $300. It's so important to negotiate with brands when it comes to money, so definitely do not put your rates on there. Since I just mentioned a little bit about money, I guess we will just hop into that section. So obviously when you're starting out and you don't have that many followers, you don't have a lot of previous brand work, brands really aren't going to pay you a lot of money or any of that to do a collaboration. When I started out, and I still do tons of unpaid collaboration, so instead of them paying you, they will just do a collaboration in exchange for a product. I have done a ton of these collaborations, and I know that sometimes you just want to earn money, but you need to remember that you always have to start somewhere. And by taking this collaboration in exchange for a product, this gives you something to put on your media kit. This gives you previous work to show the next brand that you pitch to. You could say, hey, look what I created for Zaffle. This is what I can offer you, this high quality image, this high quality YouTube video, and they can really see what you've done without getting paid. Obviously, as you grow as a creator, you definitely do not want to keep doing these collaborations in exchange for a product. It's so important to know your worth as a creator and to start negotiating different rates. A lot of brands will be like, we don't have a budget for this campaign. Okay, then be like, unfortunately right now I'm only accepting paid campaigns, or you could say due to my busy work schedule, I'm currently only prioritizing paid campaigns. If you guys have an increase in your budget, feel free to reach out to me again. Blah blah blah. Any of that is like super good. It's just so important to not get taken advantage of. Sometimes brands are just like, oh, it's just an Instagram picture, like why do we need to pay them? Oh, it's just a YouTube video, like that's so easy, they can throw up. They don't understand like the work and effort and planning and editing and all of that goes in behind the scenes. So you really want to know your worth as a creator. Also, a lot of brands typically do have the budget to match your asking rate, but they just say, oh no, we don't have it. Oh no, we don't have it. They typically normally do. And I would always say when negotiating with brands, always start with your starting price higher than what you want. Let's say you want like $350 for a collaboration. So I would go in and I'd be like, hi, yeah, my asking rate for that is $500. And then if they knock you down to like $450, $400, you're still getting more than what you originally wanted, but the brand is thinking they kind of won because you knocked them down. There can be a lot of money in brand deals, but it's really important to just know your worth as a creator, not get taken advantage of, but also remember that when you're starting out, to not expect tons and tons of money coming in from brand deals, if any. So I know that I mentioned that you can reach out to brands for collaborations, but there are also certain platforms that you can sign up for online to see different campaigns and reach out to the brands and pitch yourself. A lot of these platforms do take a percentage of what you would earn. They normally take between like 20 and 30%. That's what I've typically seen. Again, especially when you're starting out. I did so many of these like platform campaigns when I was starting out like years ago. Like this was like 2015, 2016, and I honestly, you guys, made some really good money from getting sponsorships on these platforms, so I've definitely checked them out. So some examples are Aspire IQ, Hashtag Paid, Grapevine, obviously, and Iza, I'm not really too sure how to pronounce it. I'll have them all on the screen and link down below for you guys. Basically platforms, like I said, if a brand posted a campaign, you can see what the deliverables are that they're asking for, and then you can put in how much that you would typically charge. You can write a little pitch to the brand. It's really, really helpful. Like I said, the platform does take a cut just because they are linking you with the brand, but when you're starting out, I think that this is super helpful. I'm going to end the video here because obviously this video has been extremely lengthy. I could literally talk about this all day, you guys. Like, I am so passionate and I find this stuff so interesting. So definitely, if you guys have any more questions, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe for new videos. Definitely thumbs up this video if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!